Senator Bernie Sanders, independent from Vermont, unveiled a wealth tax proposal on Tuesday that goes further than his Democratic presidential primary rival Elizabeth Warren's signature plan in hitting the rich with new taxes. At a time when millions of people are working 2 or 3 jobs to feed their families, the three wealthiest people in this country own more wealth than the bottom half of the American people, Sanders said, announcing his plan. Enough is enough. We are going to take on the billionaire class, substantially reduce wealth inequality in America, and stop our democracy from turning into a corrupt oligarchy, he said. In a tweet on Tuesday touting the plan, Sanders said that there should be no billionaires, which, I mean, I don't exactly know why someone needs a bill, whatever. Sanders unveiled his plan at a time when Warren, Sanders' chief progressive rival for the nomination, is seeing momentum in the polls, including a survey this week from Des Moines Register that found Sanders running in third place in the Iowa caucus behind Warren and former Vice President Joe Biden. What the hell that has to do with his plan, nobody knows. Warren and Sanders have been battling for progressive voters' attention as they contend with Biden for the Democratic presidential nomination. Again, what the hell does that have to do with his plan? Nobody knows. A wealth tax has been one of Warren's signature proposals, with her supporters cheering it at rallies by chanting 2 cents. She is touted as a way to pay for her other plans. The Sanders plan, which she touts as a tax on extreme wealth, would kick in at a lower threshold than his fellow Sanders proposal and would rise all the way up to an 8% tax on married couples' wealth over 10 billion. Understand what I just read. An 8% tax on married couples' wealth over 10 billion, which means if you're not a married couple who owns over 10 billion, this will not affect you. That literally means that like 99% of people who are going to be complaining about this plan or doing a little conservative, oh my god, you communists, they're not even this, they would never even be affected by this, but whatever. Sanders' plan starts with a 1% tax on net worth above 32 million for married couples. The plan has 8 tax brackets, with the highest being the 8% bracket. The brackets would be halved for single filters. And then more stuff about Warren's plan. I'm trying to finish this. Okay, University of California, Berkeley economist Emmanuel Sayes and Gabriel Zuckin said in a letter that they estimate that Sanders' proposed wealth tax would raise 4.35 trillion over a decade and would fully eliminate the gap between wealth growth for billionaires and wealth growth for the middle class. Sanders proposes using the revenue raised from his wealth tax to pay for his affordable housing plan and universal child care, as well as to help fund Medicare for all. Democratic presidential candidates across the ideological spectrum have floated tax increases on the rich, but proposals to impose a new tax on wealth could face long odds in Congress, particularly if Republicans hold either chamber. I mean, they say that like we don't have Manchin and what's that new one, Cinema. Like there are no conservative leaning Democrats. That even if we have more Democrats than Republicans. I hate these articles for doing that, where they try to make it seem if you just get your party in there, you won't have anyone that will still vote against your plan, even though that's been the case literally for years. Whatever. Uh, so it sounds nice to me. We have these economists, two of them from UC Berkeley, who estimate the 35 trillion that can come over a decade that could be used to finance various other proposals. And it's significant because one of the things that detractors of Sanders like to say is, "Oh, he doesn't know about the economy and how to do things." Like, well, those are actual accredited economists literally telling you what the benefit of that plan would be or what its estimated savings would be, and they would still find a way to be opposed to it. That's why I said that a lot of times when you're a supporter of any of these people, you kind of have to just accept that no matter how much they explain something, no matter how much a series of people who are in a field of study, so a field of expertise like economists, come forth and say, yeah, this will work. Yeah, we think this is going to be able to do it. You're just like, whatever. But yet, I don't really see the need for anyone to be a billionaire. I also think it's really disturbing that this plan starts only for people who have 32 million, and we literally have 78% of people who can't afford, who are living paycheck to paycheck, and you'll still have some percentage of those people that are, whether they're Trump supporters or they like some other candidate, who are going to go around complaining about this plan and how it's stealing money from people because taxes aren't supposed to do that. We never take money from someone and reallocate it for something else like the 7 wars we have for no reason. That never occurs. Yeah, I like it. I give it a A plus.